What happens when a joke about politicians lead to vandalism, police cases, and a venue being shut down? Can comedy and political criticism survive in today's India? The recent Kunal Kamra controversy shows us how serious the consequences can be when comedians take aim at powerful figures. Hello, welcome to Scene Samjo, where we talk about everything cinema related, and today we are looking at the dissent and comedy in Bollywood. We will start with recent Kunal Kamra incident and then we'll look back how Bollywood has historically used humor and criticism to change the authority. Comedian Kunal Kamra recently found himself in hot water after modifying lyrics of a Hindi song to call Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde a traitor during a stand-up show. His comment referred to Shinde's 2022 political switch when he rebelled against Uddhav Thackeray and formed an alliance with BJP. The reaction was swift and violent, with ShivSena workers vandalizing the Habitat studio in Mumbai, where the Kamra's show was recorded. The BMC later demolished parts of the studio, citing rule violations, forcing the venue to temporarily shut down over safety concerns. Multiple FIRs were filed against Kamra by ShivSena leaders, accusing him of defamation and public mischief. Police also registered cases against nearly 40 ShivSena workers for vandalism, but the damage to free expression had already been done. Kamra refused to apologize and stated he would cooperate with lawful investigation instead of giving in to intimidation. He compared the vandalism to overturning the lorry of tomatoes because someone didn't like the butter chicken, highlighting the absurdity of violent response. This incident isn't happening in isolation, but reflects a growing pattern of backlash against the comedian and artist who criticize those in power. Filmmaker Hansal Mehta supported Kamra by recalling his own experience of being targeted by ShivSena loyalists 25 years ago for a film dialogue, showing this isn't a new phenomenon. Bollywood has actually thrived on decent and social commentary throughout its history, often using humor to deliver stinging criticism. Films like Jaane Bhi Do Yaro 1983 brilliantly satirized corruption and business political nexus through comedy that still feels relevant today. In the 1970s, Amitabh Bachchan's angry young man persona in the films like Diwar and Janjeer channeled public frustration against the corrupt system. These films didn't shy away from showing how ordinary people suffered under broken institutions and corrupt politicians. In 1980, brought gems like Kissa Kursi Ka, a bold political satire that so angered the government that prints on the film were reportedly seized and destroyed. Comedy became a shield that allowed filmmakers to say things that might otherwise be too dangerous to express directly. Kundan Shah cult classic Jaane Bhi Do Yaro showed journalists uncovering corruptions with the scenes like famous Mahabharata stage play that has audience laughing while absorbing serious social message. Govind Nihalani's Ardha Satya exposed police corruption and political interference without pulling any punches. More recent films like Peoply Live tackled farmer suicide and media sensationalism through dark comedy. Rang De Basanti connected historical revolutionaries to modern youth activism, inspiring real-life protest and demonstrating cinema's power to spark social change. Comedy shows and stand-up have now taken a huge role that Bollywood once carried more boldly. As mainstream cinema becomes more cautious about political themes, comedians like Kunal Kamra, Veer Das, and others use humor to question authority. The growing hostility towards jokes and criticism raise serious questions about the health and free expression in India. When theaters get vandalized and comedians face threat for making jokes, it creates a chilling effect that makes the artist think twice before speaking truth to power. The true strength of democracy lies in the ability to tolerate and even welcome criticism, even through the humor. Comedy helps us process difficult truth, question authority, and hold powerful people accountably in the ways that might otherwise be impossible. What are we witnessing is now a part of a larger global trend where spaces are decent and are shrinking in many countries. The battle for creative freedom continues as artists find new ways to express uncomfortable truth despite growing pressure and self-censor. Hit the like button if you believe in the power of comedy to change minds. Subscribe to Scene Samjo for more discussion about cinema and society. Don't forget to visit scenesamjo.com where you can read our latest article about the film controversies, review, and everything happening in the movie world.